Listen, you know deep inside that you are wasting your life. You know there is greatness in you, but right now you are letting it rot away because you are too comfortable, too distracted, too weak to face your own reflection and admit the truth. You wake up every morning knowing there is more to you, but you grab your phone, scroll for hours, and call it rest. You are not resting, you are dying slowly. Laziness is not harmless. Laziness is the poison that's stealing your future, one small drop at a time. And if you don't stand up today and kill it, it will kill everything you were supposed to become. I want you to feel this in your chest right now. Every second that passes is a piece of your life you will never get back. The clock doesn't stop because you're tired. The world doesn't wait because you don't feel like it. The opportunities are moving, the competition is grinding, someone out there is waking up earlier, training harder, studying longer, and preparing to take the life you're too lazy to claim. You think laziness is just staying in bed a little longer, skipping a workout, putting off a project? No, laziness is betrayal. You are betraying your future self, betraying your potential, betraying the version of you that could have been unstoppable. Laziness is the most seductive killer. It feels comfortable. It feels warm. It feels like you have time, but it kills slowly, silently, until one day you wake up and you are out of time. Imagine this. Imagine 10 years from now, someone shows you a video of the life you could have lived if you had just shown up, worked harder, and stopped making excuses. Imagine seeing the wealth you could have built, the body you could have sculpted, the respect you could have earned, the relationships you could have had. And then imagine looking at your current reality, knowing you will never have that life because you chose comfort over growth. That pain would crush you, but guess what? That's exactly where you are heading if you don't wake up now. People say, take it easy, you only live once. Exactly. You only live once, so why waste it lying on a couch? Why waste it doing nothing, scrolling for dopamine hits, chasing distractions? Life is supposed to be a fight. Life is supposed to hurt sometimes. The pain you feel when you push yourself, when you sweat, when you sacrifice, that pain is not punishment. That pain is the process of becoming who you are meant to be. Stop saying, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is a trap. Tomorrow never comes, because when it does, it turns into another today, and you will find another excuse. You are building the habit of procrastination. Every time you delay, you are teaching your brain that it's okay to avoid hard things. And soon, avoiding hard things becomes who you are. And that is how laziness wins, by turning you into someone who doesn't even fight back. You have to kill it, not manage it, not reduce it. Kill it. That means you stop negotiating with yourself. You stop giving yourself options. You stop hitting snooze. You stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is not coming to save you. Motivation is the byproduct of action. You don't feel motivated first. You act first, and then motivation follows. When the alarm rings, you get up. When it's time to work, you work. When your brain says, I don't feel like it, you ignore it, because feelings don't run your life. Discipline does. Discipline is freedom. Discipline is the weapon you use to destroy laziness. Every time you do what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it, you are building an unshakable identity. You are telling yourself, I am the kind of person who follows through. I am the kind of person who gets it done no matter what. That identity will carry you through the darkest times, when nothing feels good and nothing feels fair. This is not just about money or success or fame. This is about your soul. Laziness robs you of your dignity. You cannot respect yourself if you know you are wasting your potential. The first step to confidence is keeping promises to yourself. And you cannot keep promises to yourself if you let laziness run your life. The world is not kind to lazy people. Life punishes those who refuse to take action. You don't get what you want, you get what you demand. And if you demand nothing, you will get nothing. You must demand more from yourself. Demand that you wake up on time. Demand that you stop eating garbage. Demand that you use your mind, sharpen your skills, and chase what you say you want. You are not supposed to be normal. You are not supposed to settle. You were born with a brain, a body, a chance to do something legendary, and you're going to let it all go because Netflix released a new show. Because your bed is too comfortable, because life feels hard. Life is hard, yes, and that's exactly why you need to be harder. Every single person you admire, every person you call successful, every person you think has a dream life, they all fought laziness and won. They all woke up on days they didn't want to. They all kept going when it was easier to quit. That's why they have what they have. That's why they live the way they live. You have that same power. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for the right mood. Pick yourself up and start right now. Right now is the only time you control. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, it will hurt. But I promise you, nothing hurts more than regret. Regret is the heaviest thing you can carry, and once you have it, you can't put it down. You have a chance right now to make sure you never feel that weight. You have a chance to become the person your younger self would look up to. Kill your laziness before it kills your dreams. Kill your laziness before it kills your health. Kill your laziness before it kills your spirit. This is not optional. This is life or death for your potential. When you finish hearing this, don't just nod and say, "That was inspiring." Do something. Stand up, write your plan, hit the gym, send the email, build the business, learn the skill. Take one step today, then another tomorrow, and soon you will be unstoppable. Because laziness dies the moment you choose to act. And if you keep acting every single day, soon you won't even recognize yourself. You'll look in the mirror and see someone powerful, someone disciplined, someone unshakable. That person is already inside you. You just need to wake them up. So I'm telling you now, wake up, get up, move, work, sweat, grind, suffer, build, become. Kill your laziness before it kills you. You have to stop lying to yourself about why your life isn't where you want it to be. It's not because of bad luck, not because of the economy, not because someone else had better opportunities. It's because you've been lazy. And until you face that brutal truth, nothing will change. You can't fix what you won't admit. Laziness is the disease, and the first step to curing it is looking in the mirror and saying, "This is on me." That moment is hard. It feels uncomfortable to admit that you are the one holding yourself back. It's easier to blame someone else, to blame circumstances, to tell yourself a story about why success hasn't found you yet. But comfort is the enemy. Comfort keeps you in the same place while your dreams rot away. The truth is, you could be so much further ahead than you are right now if you had just done what you were supposed to do, if you had used your time wisely, if you had taken action when you said you would. Think about how many hours you've wasted this month alone, scrolling, watching, sleeping too much, talking about your goals instead of actually working on them. Those hours are gone forever, and you will never get them back. That should hurt. That pain should wake you up, because the more you avoid that pain, the deeper you fall into the trap of laziness. You have to stop treating laziness like it's some cute little personality quirk. Laziness is destroying you silently. It is stealing your future paycheck, your future body, your future happiness, your future peace of mind. It's not just a bad habit, it's an assassin that kills dreams one excuse at a time. The moment you face this truth is the moment you take your power back, because now you can stop pretending you don't have control. You do. You have had control this whole time, but you've been letting your mind convince you that you don't. That's what laziness does. It whispers lies. It tells you rest a little more, you'll do it later, you deserve a break. But that voice is not your friend. That voice is your enemy, and you need to treat it like one. If you want to change your life, you have to silence that voice and take responsibility for every second of your day. No more excuses. No more pretending you'll get serious someday. Someday is today. If you can be brave enough to admit that you've been lazy, you can be strong enough to start doing something about it. And once you start, you will build momentum. The more action you take, the less power laziness has over you. But it all starts with being honest with yourself. Until you face that truth, nothing else matters. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel motivated. That is the trap that keeps you stuck. Motivation is a liar. It shows up randomly, makes you feel good for 5 minutes, and then disappears the moment things get hard. If you rely on motivation, you will never be consistent because feelings are unreliable. One day you feel good, one day you feel tired, one day you feel sad, one day you feel distracted, and if you let those feelings decide how you act, you will never get anywhere. Discipline is what separates the winners from everyone else. Discipline is the ability to do what you said you would do, no matter how you feel. When the alarm rings, you get up whether you are tired or not. When it's time to work, you work whether you feel like it or not. When it's time to train, you train whether it's raining, whether it's late, whether you are sore. That's what builds champions. People think success comes from some magical wave of inspiration. No, success comes from showing up day after day, especially on the days you don't want to. That is when discipline is forged. Every time you take action in spite of how you feel, you are building a stronger version of yourself. And here is the secret: action creates motivation. The moment you start moving, the moment you start working, your brain wakes up. Your blood starts pumping, and suddenly you feel better. But if you wait to feel better first, you never start. That's why most people stay stuck. They are waiting for something that never comes. You need to flip the script. Stop asking yourself, do I feel like doing this? And start telling yourself, I do it because I said I would. That is power. That is control. Discipline is freedom because it frees you from the prison of your emotions. Most people are slaves to their feelings. They only work when it feels good. They only hustle when it's exciting. They only chase goals when it's easy. That's why they stay average. If you want to be different, you have to do what average people refuse to do. You have to move when you are tired. You have to stay focused when you are bored. You have to keep going when no one is cheering for you. And every time you do that, you are separating yourself from the crowd. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The first few times will feel brutal, but then it becomes part of who you are. You stop thinking, you stop hesitating, you just do it. That is when you become unstoppable, because now you no longer need to wait for motivation. You create your own momentum. And that is how laziness dies, not with a burst of inspiration, but with relentless, disciplined action, over and over, until greatness is the only option left. You have to stop having conversations with yourself every time it's time to do something hard. That's where most people lose the battle, not in the gym, not at work, not on the field, but in their own mind before they even start. The alarm rings and immediately you start negotiating. Maybe I'll sleep a little more, maybe I'll work out later, maybe today I'll take it easy. Every time you have that conversation, you are giving laziness a chance to win. You cannot keep giving it that chance. You have to shut the negotiation down before it begins. When it's time to act, act. Do not leave space for excuses. Do not leave space for debate. The more you negotiate with yourself, the weaker you become, because you are giving power to that lazy voice inside you that wants comfort over growth. And that voice will always take the easy way out. Stop treating yourself like a child that needs convincing. Treat yourself like a soldier who follows orders. You say you want discipline, you say you want success, you say you want respect, then prove it by doing what needs to be done without arguing about it. Negotiation is where dreams die. Think about how many opportunities you've lost because you hesitated, because you delayed, because you told yourself just 5 more minutes. Those minutes became hours, those hours became days, and before you knew it, the chance was gone. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Opportunities will pass you by if you keep negotiating with laziness. You have to build a new habit, a habit of instant action. When you say you will do something, you do it. When your schedule says it's time to work. You make that decision once, and then you stop questioning it. That is where freedom comes from, not from avoiding hard things, but from knowing you will get them done no matter what. Imagine how much mental energy you waste arguing with yourself about simple things like waking up on time, eating healthy, working on your goals. All that energy could be spent building the life you want, but you're spending it debating with your own brain. Stop the debate. Stop giving yourself a way out. There should be no plan B when it comes to your habits, your health, your goals. You either do it or you don't, and if you don't, you're lying to yourself about who you are. The most successful people in the world aren't necessarily the smartest. They are simply the ones who stopped negotiating and started executing. They don't wait until it's convenient. They don't look for shortcuts, they just get it done. And when you start living that way, when you stop giving yourself room to fail, you will be shocked by how much you accomplish and how fast laziness disappears from your life. Life is going to hurt either way. That's the truth most people try to avoid. You can either feel the pain of discipline now or feel the pain of regret later. But regret always hurts worse because you can never undo it. The pain of growth is temporary, the soreness from a workout, the late nights working on your dreams, the early mornings when you'd rather stay in bed, the sacrifices you make when everyone else is out partying. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's the kind of pain that shapes you, the kind of pain that makes you stronger. Regret, on the other hand, is permanent. Regret sits on your chest like a weight you can never put down. It follows you everywhere. You will replay the moments you quit, the chances you didn't take, the goals you gave up on, over and over in your head. That pain eats away at you. It turns into bitterness, anger, and self-hate. The pain of regret is the most dangerous pain because it makes you stop believing in yourself altogether. That's why you have to choose the pain of growth every single day. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's exhausting. Yes, sometimes you will feel like quitting, but that pain has a reward. That pain pays you back with pride, with confidence, with progress. Nothing feels better than looking back at a hard day, knowing you pushed through and became stronger because of it. You never regret doing the work. You only regret skipping it. That's why so many people walk around unhappy. They are living with silent regret. They know deep inside they could have been more, done more, achieved more, but they let laziness and fear control them. Don't let that be your story. When it's hard, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself what's at stake if you quit. Remind yourself that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. The gym will hurt, but so will looking in the mirror knowing you gave up on yourself. Working late will hurt, but so will watching someone else live the life you wanted because you didn't work hard enough. Waking up early will hurt, but so will waking up 10 years from now wishing you could go back and change everything. The pain is coming either way, so pick the pain that turns you into someone stronger, not the pain that crushes your spirit. Every time you feel that burn, that struggle, that exhaustion, smile and push harder because that's proof you're growing. One day you'll look back and realize those painful days were the ones that built you, the ones that forged your strength. You'll never remember the nights you scrolled on your phone and did nothing, but you will always remember the days you fought through and won. Choose the pain of growth now, so you never have to live with the pain of regret later. This is it. The moment where you either stay the same or you decide to kill the thing that has been holding you back. Laziness is not just a bad habit, it is the thief that has been stealing your time, your money, your health, your dreams. Every day you let it live, it takes more from you. And if you let it stay long enough, it will bury you alive under a mountain of missed opportunities and wasted potential. If you want to change your life, you have to be ruthless. You cannot manage laziness. You cannot negotiate with laziness. You have to kill it. That means cutting off every excuse, every distraction, every comfort that is making you weak. It means creating a life where there is no room for laziness to breathe. Build systems that force you to win. Surround yourself with people who push you higher, not drag you lower. Replace the habits that make you soft with habits that make you strong. Read instead of scrolling. Run instead of lying around. Plan your day instead of drifting through it. Every small decision is a brick, and brick by brick you are building the life you deserve. The life you deserve is not a life of sitting around waiting for miracles. It is a life of purpose, power, and pride. The life you deserve is one where you wake up every day knowing you are becoming the best version of yourself, where you look in the mirror and respect the person staring back at you. But that version of you is not going to appear magically. You have to earn it, you have to fight for it, and the first battle you must win is against laziness. You kill it by taking massive action, by refusing to delay, by doing the thing now, not later. You kill it by committing to your goals so strongly that failure is not even an option. The more you act, the weaker laziness becomes until eventually it has no control over you at all. That is how champions are made. That is how legacies are built. This world will not hand you anything. No one is coming to save you. You save yourself by standing up, by refusing to waste another day, by deciding that enough is enough. This is your time. This is your life. You cannot afford to wait, because every moment matters. Stop letting laziness write your story. Take the pen back and write a story worth remembering. Build the business, build the body, build the mindset, build the life that makes you proud. But you can't build anything if you don't first destroy the thing that is keeping you from starting. Kill your laziness now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year now. Because the life you want is waiting for you on the other side of action. You've just heard the truth about laziness, the truth about discipline, the truth about what it really takes to win in life. And now you have a choice to make. You can walk away from this moment and go back to your old habits, go back to negotiating with yourself, go back to scrolling, sleeping, waiting for motivation to magically show up. Or you can decide right now that this is the day everything changes. Because change doesn't start tomorrow, it doesn't start next week. It doesn't start on some perfect date in the future. It starts the moment you decide you've had enough. It starts the moment you get sick of your own excuses. It starts when you finally look yourself in the mirror and admit, I've been lazy, but not anymore. If you want to know what your future looks like, look at your daily actions. The person you will become is built by what you do today, not what you talk about doing, not what you plan on doing, but what you actually do. And if you want a future you can be proud of, you have to take control right now. No more waiting for perfect circumstances, no more blaming your past, no more sitting around hoping life will hand you something you haven't worked for. Nothing in life is given, everything is earned. Laziness will always whisper in your ear. It will always try to pull you back into comfort, into delay, into tomorrow. But you are stronger than that voice. You have the ability to silence it with action. The moment you start moving, the moment you take that first step, you begin to break the chains that have been holding you down. One step turns into two, two into 10, 10 into a habit, and before long, you are no longer the same person. You are disciplined, focused, and unstoppable. So make the decision now. Decide that you will no longer let laziness kill your dreams. Decide that you will no longer let excuses define you. Decide that you will pay the price of growth, because that price is far less painful than living with regret. The pain you feel today will turn into strength tomorrow. The work you put in today will turn into pride tomorrow. And the discipline you build today will give you freedom tomorrow. This is not just about working harder, this is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. A person with fire in their eyes, strength in their heart, and purpose in their soul. A person who doesn't just exist but lives. Your time is now. Stand up, act, fight, build, create, become. Kill your laziness before it kills you and build the life you know deep down you deserve.